What's up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac here for a split second. Getting ready to head out. Gotta go to the bass spot. Finish breaking in. The Reds and the Techno are about to go full throttle. We're gonna get some brapping. Got the tank filled up. Life battery charged up. Ready to rock and roll. Okay? Is that the sexiest cougar you've ever seen? You know what a cougar is, right? A cougar is a hot chick or a hot woman that's in her 60s, like old. Basically, it's an older woman that's still hot. I mean, even for an older woman. So, what does that have to do with my Mugen MBX 5R? Well, because she is about 13 years old. These came out in 2005, okay? It's 2018. I don't know, I rode the short bus to school. I'm not really good at math. It's about 13 years. And I don't know, have you ever seen a 13-year-old platform Nitro this clean? This well taken care of and maintained? This freaking sick looking. I mean, look at her. She's just one sexy bitch. Man, she's just, look at it. She's got that, she's ready to rock that Pico, R&B modified Pico 28.7, like, quick status. She's like, let's fire this thing up, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, daddy. Let me get this shit rocking. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Hold your horses. We still got your big brothers, over here. Big brother Techno and, well, other brother that's getting, redone right now. Getting all freshened up, too. And is her oldest brother. This is the oldest son right here. Mr. Muggy. Mr. XTM Mammoth ST Muggy. Okay? Truggy. Well, part of it Truggy. Truggy. Buggy. Muggy. Yeah. That's a badass Muggy too, by the way. You guys already know that. And it's got a 28.8 Rex Legend modified. Gonna get broken in and ran on this thing? Oh, hell yeah. Muggy's wagging his tail. He's like, yes. I'm gonna run the R&B modified 28.8. Zah, bam, bam. It's for Mr. Bodegel here. Zah, John. Here you go, John. Zah. We're gonna zah that one for you. Anyway, I was watching a video earlier. Oh wait, hold on, another one. This is another one for Mr. Bodegel. Zah, there we go. Rick, modified R&B, Pico, baby. Zah. Here we go. Another one. Reds. Zah, modified R&B. The three Italians, baby. So anyway, shout out to my Nitro brothers. Shout out to Bodegel. John, how you doing? Great, hopefully. Happy holidays. Hopefully you don't just do one video and then go back into hiatus and fit scale and drag racing. We need more John Bodegel videos of Nitro, people. Okay? I don't care if he goes over some shit that he hasn't gone over in a year. Let's revise that shit. Anything, man. We want Mr. Bodegel, and I know everybody agrees. We want him to just not make a Nitro video, once a month. We know he doesn't like to make videos. But, I'm not saying not to make any fit scale videos, because he has those guys out there too. But, come on. Throw us Nitro guys a little bone. You got us all fired up with those motors and stuff. And you talking about Nitro, man. I miss that shit. So, anyway, hopefully you do some more. And I'm sure you will. But, we got to check something out here, because the Muggy Maniac is, might have to, take a real closer look, because, like I said, and, plenty of people have said, you got to give credit due where credit's due. Okay? Now, I'm looking at this, which you guys know that I don't I'm not a Losi guy, and I definitely hate this company here, Horizon. Oh yeah, I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire, because they just have not done anything good for Nitro besides discontinue shit. Surprised they haven't discontinued anything else lately. Hope I don't speak too soon. So anyway, this here is a pretty sexy ass. This is the new generation though. Okay, so we got the old school, you know, 13-year-old Mugen over here. Which, by the way, she's a badass. I mean, look at her. She's got 70-75 billet gunmetal aluminum, sexy ass. Look at those legs, man. Look at that. Those hubs. Those ain't no plastic, people. That's aluminum, man. Look, we got titanium. Hey, I added a titanium brace in the rear, and I added one in the front. Now this thing has anything. There's nothing else I can do to it besides maybe make a titanium chassis. Who knows? I might find one of those. But brand new shock towers. I got, these are the 5mm 70-75 aluminum in the rear, and then we also got them in the front as well. Okay. We got the big, not the 16mm shocks, but they're 15mm. They're okay. I might upgrade those. Might be the next thing I do. I might throw some, some of the new MBX shocks like these. These are sick. Some of those. I might throw those on the Mugen. But we replaced the arms, front top arm, front lower arm. I replaced the. These are the uprights. That hold the pillow balls. By the way, pillow balls, I beat the shit out of them and crash these things and run them into walls, and I haven't had any problems with them, man. I love pillow balls, and these handle way better than anything out there. Ask Adam Drake. He's ran Losi and he's run Mugen. He'll tell you that the Mugens, he likes the way they handle better than the Losis, but everybody's different. You don't have to listen to Adam. That's only racing. Bashing's different, obviously. But I use them in bashing, and these things, I love them, man. I don't have no problem. This thing's been done flips and cartwheels and somersaults, and like I said, crashed into brick walls, and this thing's a tank. Okay, this old school 13-year-old platform is a tank. Okay, that's why I continue to, keep up on it, and I also, the tank I changed the 125cc tank that comes with it. I don't even think they make 150cc, but anyway, I got like a couple extra tanks with the MBX7, my newest Mugen Truggy. So I'm like, you know what, let me see if one of these things will fit in my buggy. And lo and behold, voila, yes it does. So I got an extra 25 cc's, because these big motors are going to drink, trust me. And I have a feeling when I put the Reds in here, it's going to drink too. The Reds will be the motor that finally rests in here. But there will be other motors, like the Pico's going to go through it. I'll probably run an LRP modified .32. I'll run the modified Rex Legend. This thing can handle anything. So, I mean, I also went up on the diffs. I got 60,000 in the front, 60,000 in the back. I had 20,000 before, which was okay for stock .21s, but that's it. And in the middle, I went 100,000. So I got 60 in the front, 60 in the rear. So yeah, and she is ready for war. Sexy ass cute cougar Mugen here is ready for war. Okay, she is ready, people. I mean, this thing is freaking, for a buggy, man, this thing's heavy. I don't think buggies are so heavy. I thought they would be lighter. Look at her. Look at her. Look at that junk in her trunk, people. Look at the ass on this thing. Now that's a nice looking ass. Yeah, I replaced that shock tower. It's brand new. This shit's well machined, man. And even like hubs, I shined them up because and I polished them because they're getting. I mean, you can still see. I wasn't gonna get new ones. They're like $60, man, for these damn things. One guy was telling me that they take a few days for them to actually mill these. I mean, they do it on CNN machine, but still. There you go. You got the center diff. I'm trying to find aluminum. I found it. It's called a Fiore. They make it from Mugen. The center diff, the diff cup. It's anodized blue aluminum, and it has like titanium and shit. It's $200, man. I don't know. Maybe in the future. I mean, there's nothing else like. I mean, who knows? I put a $200 center diff in this thing. You know, maybe I might put a $200 center diff in this one too. Why not? I'm not gonna sell it. I'm never gonna get rid of. I'm not the guy that's gonna sell or get rid of platforms. I get a platform, and when I get a platform, I'm getting a platform that I'm gonna keep. Okay, there isn't anything that I'm not gonna get that I won't want to keep. I'm keeping that, never selling it. Keeping this, never selling it. Keeping the Techno, never selling that. I've got tons of shit planned for that. Mugen, never selling that. I mean, these are things these are platforms that I'm going to have forever. You know, so make no mistake about it. But anyway, back to what we were talking about before Muggy Maniac got all babbling. Shout out to my brother from Another Mother Elite. Shout out to you. I'm waiting to see some updates on his JQ. I know he's working, he's busy, and I've been working my ass off. I just happened to get some time off this week, which is really cool because I need to catch up. I got platforms to build. I got stuff coming in the mail for the Mugen MBX7. I got bodies to paint. I mean, I got a lot. I got motors to break in. I mean, I need a good week off. So, I mean, check this out, man. I'm not going to show you guys the whole video, but...
Hey everyone, Ryan Dunford here with Team OC Racing, one of the product managers here, and wanted to introduce one of our new vehicles. This is the Team OC Racing 8X, X being for next generation. It's kind of a throwback from the old JRX, Double X, Triple X days, and also it seems to kind of be a theme these days, so just to note that it's a new generation. We really wanted people to know that this is an entirely new vehicle from the ground up. The only real thing that's used in this still is we wanted to reuse our differentials, and the primary reason for that is our differentials, a lot of folks on the market feel are a very good piece already, and so we kind of wanted to build off of that. So the diff internals, the diff cases, and in some cases like the center out drives, the rear ring and pinion, the center diff gear or spur gear, they're still the same part. All that was metric previously, so we left all that alone. Didn't want to ruin something that was already working well. Obviously you can see got a new body on it. We updated the wing to be IFMAR legal. You can see our general design schema though still remains unchanged, so that you do know this is an 8-platform product. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and pull the body off here and start talking about some of the differences. So you can see right off the bat the chassis configuration's 100% different. We went away from having the 2 servos in the front with the bell crank linkage to the back, because a lot of people felt that there was slop involved in that and you weren't getting as consistent throttle and brake feel. One of the big things we did here with the new vehicle was this new center diff brace, which is also the mount for the servo, for the brake and throttle, so that you keep all of this together. There's no slop in the system, and it stays very consistent over the run. One thing we also did with that is make it so that essentially you pop the throttle ball cup off, take 4 screws out, and this whole system in the center comes right off, leaving all of your brake linkage and everything intact. And you have your diff in your hand. You're going to change diff oil for diff maintenance. Maybe you want to change a spur gear, check your brakes out, anything like that between races, and just makes it super easy to service and get to. You can see in the vehicle we went to This is our battery case. You can use either what's become a pretty traditional 2S LiPo pack, or you can fit this way a lithium-ion battery that we're working on. A lot of people feel that technology's coming a long way, and it seems to be a little bit safer technology. And then back here now you have the switch, nice and easily accessible from either the bottom or the top of the car, from outside the body, and your receiver box that's plenty big enough to fit in any good sized receiver that's out there today. From the chassis setup, we've got an all new motor mount setup. It does come with the extra long motor mount on the one side as a chassis stiffener. You can see in front of that we got a new fuel tank, which is lower and wider to keep the CG a little lower on the vehicle. The old tank came up about an extra 7-ish millimeters, whereas this one's considerably lower. We do still use our tried and true air filter system. It's been changed here. Just to bring it up real quick, the car is entirely metric.
Amen.
So,
Hallelujah.
like,
Who in the hell would make a vehicle that's half metric and half standard? We'll see. That's who. So anyway, I gotta give credit due where credit's due. You know, you guys know that I can't stand Horizon. They discontinue everything. The fucking, you know, is good for Nitro. And, you know, I'm not a Losi guy. Okay? I don't own a Losi, and I never plan on it. And I never really, you know, because of Horizon. And just because everybody has one, you know, because it's, you know, everybody's Losi. You know, whatever. To each his own. If Losi, you think Losi's next generation, you think Losi is like the epitome of that's it, well then, yeah, that's fine. You know, that's your opinion. I go by what's race proven. I go by facts. I go by what the pros are running, by what they're racing, by who's winning, and so forth. Not by popularity or, you know, whatever, you know. But you know, looking at that X, they changed everything, man. And that thing it makes more sense now. Now that makes sense, okay? You straightened out the center diff so your shit wasn't all in an angle. So, I mean, as far as for racing, the thing cornered like crap compared to other vehicles, okay? That's why Losi was getting their ass spanked over the last few years. And they finally said, you know what? Enough is enough. We need to get up to par. We need to start over again, start from scratch, get rid of all the stuff that we used before in the past. Just keep what is good, which, like he said, is the center diff, the rear diff, and the front diff. Everything else is completely 100% changed. I mean, a lot, you know, it's all metric now. I mean, just it has the motor mount acts as a chassis stiffener, which is good because they come with plastic chassis braces anyway. Just the way the center diff is, it has that brace that keeps your center diff from. So when you pull your throttle or your brake, you know how that piece moves. It's all one piece. It's just accessible and easy to change and interchange. I mean, that whole thing, it just makes sense. And I mean, and it looks badass. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Losi guy. I mean, I have tons of Losi products, you know, for anywhere from oil to, you know, my favorite, where's it at? Oh, over here, my favorite plug wrench that I use on everything, multi-tool. It's TLR. I use this all the time, you know. I mean, my clutch, I have a couple of these, you know, Team Losi, you know, clutch shoe remover, you know, here we go, Team Losi, you know. I mean, most of my diff fluids, Team Losi. So, I mean, you know, but I don't own a Losi. Who knows? I might pick up one of those. I might grab one of those X's. I mean, that thing looks sick. Would I pay full price for it? 7 and some change? Probably not. But maybe I'll find a deal. I wouldn't pass it up. If I seen a deal on it, like the deals that I get, and you know how the Muggy Maniac is, and it comes with some extra goodies, I'll grab it. I don't give a shit if it's a Losi. That's a totally refined buggy now. Now, once they get it figured, dialed in. Now Losi can compete. Next year, I guarantee you, next year, Losi will be back in the top 10. They weren't anywhere close to the top 10 this year. They were just introduced that thing and they were trying to work all the kinks out. They'll get that thing dialed in, and next year, watch, Losi will be up there. Okay, I guarantee you. Well, then we'll see what they're made out of. Okay, because everybody else is already, a step ahead of them. But, they've. And then if they come out with a truggy, oh, that truggy will be sick. And I know who the first person that will grab a 8X truggy. Mr. Bodegel and Mr. Zai himself. He'll be on that shit like a hobo on a hot dog. I guarantee you that. Like white on rice, like flies on shit. As soon as they come out with a new truggy, John is going to get it. Watch. Mark my words. And he'll be smashing and bashing the shit out of that thing. So... And I can't wait to see that. And I'll be doing the same with my Techno, and the same with my Mugen, and the same, with whatever else platform I get next. Might be a Kyosho. Kyosho has a pretty sick truggy too. It's expensive, but you don't see a lot of them. Who knows? Anyway, that's my sexy cougar. That's the new generation. Next generation. This is old school 13-year-old cougar. This is the sexiest, baddest cougar that you're ever going to see. So... say goodbye to the bad guy or the bad girl, because this is not the last time that you're gonna see this bad girl. Oh yeah, she's gonna break in some motors. She's gonna run like a pussycat, I tell you. Okay, so say goodbye for her for now, and she'll be back. Oh yeah, she'll be back. All right, people, I'm out of here. I gotta go run some shit. Breaking some motors, finish building some shit. Okay. Yeah, this thing is going to be a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of rust and a lot of corrosion on a lot of these screws and shit, and I've been cleaning them up. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. And you'll see the next video will be me brapping the Techno and the Reds going full throttle. Alright, people. Peace out.